The Gol-Durned Wheel is about a bunch of cowboys that got a hold of a traveler's bicycle. I can ride the wildest bronco in the wild and woolly west. I can ride him, I can back him, let him do his level best. I can handle any critter that ever wore a coat of hair, but I had a lovely tussle once with stern old grizzly bear. I can rope and throw the wildest steer, this Longhorn Texas brand, and in Injun disagreements I can play a leading hand. But I met up with my master once, I really had to squeal when the boys got me a straddle of that Gol-Durned Wheel. It was at the Eagle Rancho on the Brazos where I first ran across that blamed contrivance that upset me in the dust. Well, it fairly up and through me, stood me on my cursed head, tamped my back in lighted ardor, so like the foreman said. It was a tenderfoot that brought it there, his wheeling all the way, from Sunlight into Freedom out to San Francisco Bay. And he tied up at the ranch house for to get outside the meal, not a-thinkin' we would tinker with that Gol-Durned Wheel. Now Arizona Jim begun it when he said to Jack McGill, some of these boys has pressed the limit, bragging on their riding skill. Still, I reckon there's a puncher not a million miles away who considers he's a rider, though he's tolerably gray. Yet he'll find that he's a tinkerin' with a different sort of deal once he puts his leather leggings over that Gol-Durned Wheel. Now such a slam upon my talent made me madder than a mink, so I told him I could ride him for amusement or for chink. It ain't nothing but a plaything for some kids, and that they might have their ideas sort of shattered if they'd lope that critter out. Well, they held him till I mounted, and I gave the word to go, and the shove they gave to start me, it was not unreasonably slow. And the grade was sort of slantin' from the ranch house to the creek, and we went a gallop-flutin' like a crazy lightning streak. We went a whizzin' and a dartin', first from this side then to that contrivance sort of wobbled like the flying of a bat. Well, I pulled back on the handles, but I couldn't check it up. I sawed and jerked and hollered, but the damn thing wouldn't stop. You could hear the boys a-hollerin', stay with him, Uncle Bill. Hit him with those spurs, you sucker, turn his muzzle up the hill. Well, I never made no answer, I just let them cusses squeal. I was building reputation on that Gol-Durned Wheel. Holy Moses and his prophets, how we split that Texas air, and the wind it made whip poppers from our somewhat lengthy hairs. Then a kind of sneaking eddy came and put my brain to steel that the devil held a mortgage on that Gol-Durned Wheel. I have a dim and hazy recollection of the stop. The world got whirling round me and the stars all tangled up. And then there came an intermission which extended till I found I was lying at the ranch house with the boys all gathered round. And the medico was sewing on my skin where it was ripped. Old Arizona whispered, now, boy, I guess you're whipped. Yes, I told him I was busted from my sombrero to my heel. He grinned and says, you ought to see that Gol-Durned Wheel.